Good morning, Cypress Village residents, and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. This is Ty Morgan, Chief Security Officer here at Cypress Village, and we want to welcome you to this week's edition of Coffee Chat. Yesterday was Halloween, and the residents as well as the staff were in full costume mode and really living the Cypress culture, having a great time. A lot of great costumes, a lot of time and effort put into everything that's going on at the village yesterday. Big shout out to CLS, great party last night. A lot of residents had a good time. That's what it's all about at the village. So your Chief Security Officer will be back with a few more messages to conclude this episode of Coffee Chat, so stay tuned.
Hello, Cypress Village, and happy Halloween! This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. I hope you all had so much fun last night at your Halloween party and enjoyed seeing all the staff in their attire. I love seeing the team costumes, especially. Assisted living was trolls. Their hair was phenomenal. Over in the healthcare center, we had villains versus queens and princesses, so the good girls versus the bad girls. And so they were super fun. I saw a Dorothy who lost her way from Kansas and a bunch of other fun costumes. Oh, therapy, they also dressed like their clientele. So thank you all so much for participating. I hope you all shared in some laughs as you went around the community yesterday. All right, so speaking of pumpkins, my counterparts that are on display in the main lobby right now, we've actually brought in over $600 on votes for our pumpkin contest, so that's awesome. That brings our Alzheimer's total to a grand total of $8,884 so far, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for your votes. We will wrap that up come today, so November 1st. And then we're going to swap out the pumpkins for our silent auction items. So we'll have in the main lobby silent auction baskets and items dropped off by our vendors, donated by our vendors, that you can then bid on. Make sure that whatever you write down, you are willing to pay. And so if you have multiple bids out there for multiple items and you end up winning 3 or 4 of them, make sure you can cover all of them if you end up winning. So just keep that in mind as you're writing down your bids. And then for those of you who have donated $250 or more, we have an official date for your gourmet dinner. That will be on Tuesday, November 26th at 6 p.m. in the private dining room. And like I said, it'll be a 5-course gourmet dinner by our lovely chefs here with wine pairings. We have 8 more spots available, so for any of you who have already given an amount of any size, if you add to it to an amount that equals $250, you'll still get in for that dinner. So we have a little bit more time before we got to cut that off. So if you're interested in that, just drop your check off as you normally would to the business office, but make it out to the Alzheimer's Association. Then I just have a little brief reminder for those of you who want to work with our banquets team or are hosting a special event, especially since we're in the holidays now. That's a really popular thing. So the best way to get a hold of someone is to email events@cypressvillageretirement.com. And that's events plural with an S on the end. If you email that goes to the entire team, so you get not only the banquet staff, Candicia, she is our new banquet supervisor. So not only does it go to her, but it also goes to the CLS team, our housekeeping team, and then the rest of us who need to know the logistics on the back end to make sure your event goes off without a hitch. So that's the best way to do it, but you can also call Candicia as well, and she's brand new. I think we introduced her last week at News and Brews. So we're so glad she's here. And then my last thing is I'm just going to give a little soft rollout to a new initiative we're going to be doing this December. We had mentioned that the councilmen had visited our campus last week, and they're working on some things for us that are going to benefit us as a community. Like I said, reaching out to the Postmaster General for the post office boxes. And then one of the things they mentioned that we could help with, if we're interested in, is be part of their annual holiday toy drive. So on December 7th, from 8 a.m. to 10:30 in the morning, they're going to do a literal drive-through in our main circle lot where they're going to pick up toys that will then go to Wolfson's. So we'll have more information on that and how you can participate, but just start thinking about it if you're interested and you miss going down the toy aisles of your favorite stores to check out what's out there these days. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoy doing it. Right now I'm thinking Christmas for my kids as well, and it's just fun to go down memory lane and see all the things that you played with as a kid and some of the things that have changed. So if that's something you're interested in this year, please consider that. It's not a requirement by any means, but anybody who wants to participate will be sure to give you all the information so you can be out there to drop your toys off when they drive through. More information will be in the newsletter, and we'll talk about it in the coming weeks, but that's all I have for you now. So again, happy Halloween, welcome to November, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Just an update from the security office. We are still working as diligently as we can to figure out what's wrong with our connection between homes and the security office for monitoring. We have brought in multiple vendors and we have tried every trick that we can think of. Today we actually have a specialist coming in who actually installed the system, and hopefully he will figure it out in no time and we will be up and running again. If that doesn't work, we are going to obviously bring in the big guns of LCS, and they're going to help us out with their vendor software, and hopefully it won't come to that. But we're hoping that everything will be up and running shortly in the next couple of days, and hopefully in the next couple of hours, fingers crossed. So just be on the lookout for that, and we'll update you as we know more. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week this week. And I just have a couple updates from your Wellness Center. Our next breakfast in BPs will be today after coffee chat, starting at 10:30 in the Wellness Center. Come down and get your blood pressure taken by Patty, our IHS nurse, and enjoy a nice, sweet little breakfast sponsored by the Concierge Care Home Team. We'll see you after coffee chat today. And Life Transitions Group will be meeting on Tuesday, November 5th at 2 p.m., and this will be in the new room A6. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, November 6th from 9 to 12 p.m., and the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower C, the houses, and for pill packs. And if you have not signed up yet to tour our healthcare center and are interested in learning more about it, please contact Chrissy at 807-6221 to reserve your spot. This will be our last tour of the year, and it will be on Wednesday, November 6th at 3 p.m. in the healthcare center. Make sure to mark your calendars for our community walk to end Alzheimer's on Friday, November 8th. We'll meet in the main lobby at 9 a.m. and start our walk, finishing up with a wonderful breakfast in Egret Hall. I'm excited to see you all there. And our daily dose of wellness. As we move into November and Brain Health Month, I wanted to share how the World Health Organization defines brain health. Brain health is the state of brain functioning across cognitive, sensory, social, emotional, behavioral, and motor domains, allowing a person to realize their full potential over a life course, irrespective of the presence or absence of disorders. Did you know that staying connected to others boosts your brain health? I hope you all take the opportunity to go out and make some meaningful connections this weekend. I love you all, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. My name is Clara Cowan, and I'd like to take a couple of minutes to speak to you today about the Employee Appreciation Fund. I know at this time of the year, everybody is asking you for help, but for me, it starts with family. And when I look at the incredible environment I live in, everybody who works here is part of my extended family. When we first came to Cypress Village, I was able to be part of the committee that runs the Appreciation Fund. I loved that. But the thing that amazed me was the number of people your gift is shared with. We have over 400 employees, most of whom you've never seen. We have our servers that we know that brighten your day, but in the back of the house, in the kitchen, there are many people you will never see. I can tell you restaurant kitchens are a little difficult, and a Florida kitchen in July is no box of chocolates. And then if we continue down the main hall, we come to the concierge, where happy, helpful people can answer any question you can come up with. I think they could play international trivia. And while we're in the lobby, it's always pristine. It always looks beautiful. All of our common areas are kept clean and neat. Tinkerbell isn't cleaning your pool and picking up in the fitness center. And while we're at that end of the building, it's the health center people who are there for you. Every Monday, I send my laundry off. Every Wednesday, it comes back in great shape. I'm not even sure I know where the laundry is or how many people are working there. And if the sink isn't draining, or God forbid the air conditioner goes off, I call maintenance. If I need to get to the doctor or I want to go on one of the trips to the grocery store, we have an amazing group in transportation. Spending time with any of them is fun. And coming around the circle, we have security 24/7. If you wonder if that matters, during the first hurricane at 2:15 in the morning, we needed security. They were there. And speaking of security, when Hurricane Milton looked like a true threat, our A-team moved in and had our backs. When you have the lifestyle we have, the protection we have, and it comes time to say thank you, you really need to think when you pick up your checkbook and put the number in the box, divide it by 400, and does it truly reflect your appreciation? I'm asking you to do the best you can this year. Our team is very special. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Annabelle Sitz. I've been here working at Cypress Village for 32 years as a CNA in Rehab 1. I thank you all for the Christmas bonus and your being generous to all of us employees at Cypress Village. We appreciate the blessing from all of you. We love you all, and may God bless you.
All right, everybody, happy coffee chat. Welcome. We're giving a couple updates from the maintenance department today. First off, Tree Amigos, again, they're on every other week mowing, and starting not next week, but the week after will be leaf collection. Plus, they're doing all winter cutbacks and anything you've requested, special projects. Those are the things that are going to get done every other week from now until the spring. So I see a lot of requests for winter cutbacks. Keep them coming if you want them. If you have any specialty item that you may want, please call and get on the waiting list for the Tree Amigos new designer, or I should say Rupert's new designer. I got to get used to that. It's only been 10 years of Tree Amigos. So things are looking good around the neighborhood. Just keep up the requests. Second off, just wanted to give you an announcement on some personnel. Obviously, Robert's now leaving on November 15th, but I have hired his replacement. His name is Joe Murphy. People that been here for over 4 years would know him because Robert replaced Joe. So everybody in my department's happy. I think the residents who remember Joe will be also very happy as well. So looking forward to that. Just want to give a heads up on all capital quotes and requests have been turned in. We've had some questions come back, some really good questions. So if they're asking questions to me, that means they're looking at why they want to give us the money. So I'm pretty sure between Ty, Sarah, and myself, we answered everything the best we could. And so we'll probably find out towards the end of December, beginning of January. And as soon as I know, you will know. Last off, next week, Lisa and I will be on vacation all week. We're going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for our 6th year anniversary. So we'll still be available by phone, but we will be out of the country for the whole week and be back on the 11th. So have a great weekend, everybody.
Good morning, villagers. It's Lisa Drew, your Community Life Services Director. And I am here to talk to you about what's going on this week in November. Here we are, the first Friday in November. It's November 1st. It's All Saints Day. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on this month. I'm really looking forward to telling you all about it. This Sunday, it's a quick turnaround, but we do have a trip scheduled to the Beaches Fine Arts. So hopefully some of you will be able to get your sign-up sheets in before Sunday and take the bus to the Beaches Fine Arts program. So next week, on a Monday, we have... You'll notice in your newsletter an ad that talks about a partnership that we're doing with Ballard Designs. They are going to come here on Monday. They're going to be here at 2:30 in Egret Hall. They're going to talk to you about what they've got coming up for the holidays. They're going to also talk to you more in general about some of the design services, the free services that they offer. Some of you new folks might be needing a little guidance on furnishing your apartment. They're also going to bring some fun things to give away and some discounts. And then when we go to the store, they're going to have a reception for Cypress Village. On the 15th, Friday the 15th, we'll leave here at 2:30, and then you can use your discount cards when we get to the store, and they're going to show you how to decorate for the holidays. And then, of course, Tuesday the 5th, it's Election Day. Please, everybody vote. Vote, vote, vote. I think last presidential election there was a 50% turnout or something like that. So everybody vote. It's important. We will enable you to vote by offering 2 bus shuttles to the polling place, which is at the Windsor, right around the corner on San Pablo, if you want to go on your own. Early voting ends, I think it ends yesterday. But your polling place, if you're registered to vote with your Cypress Village address, is the Windsor. So we'll have a shuttle there going at 11 and another one going at 2. And then on the 6th, we do an outing to Chamblin's bookstore. It's the one, I think it's on, it's the one that's uptown. They have a cafe, so we're going to leave here about 11:30. I know we have a lot of book lovers here, so this is an opportunity for you to get a ride downtown and go to a local iconic bookstore. They've been around forever. So hopefully that'll be a trip that some of you book lovers will take on the 6th. On the 7th, we go out to lunch to Valley Smoke. I've actually been there and it's a really nice place. And then in the afternoon of the 7th is the Visual Arts Group Winter Show. That will be at 2 o'clock in Egret Hall. On Friday is our big, I can't believe next Friday is the 8th. We have our big Alzheimer's walk. So we're going to meet at 9 o'clock in the lobby. We're going to walk the circle, and then afterwards we're going to come back here and have breakfast. So a Alzheimer's walk, a post-walk breakfast. We're taking the first of our 2 trips to Burnt Glass Works. This time you'll do a pumpkin workshop. You'll get to blow your own glass pumpkin. And that leaves at 12:15. Our workshop starts at 1 o'clock. So hopefully some of you are going to sign up for that. At 1 o'clock is Happy Birthday Marine Corps. That will be in Egret Hall. And then we have and then Lester has his Spanish class at 2 on Friday the 8th. And then we go to the Masterworks Symphony that night. Bus leaves at 6:30. You have to have a seat on the bus assigned to be able to go. And remember, with the symphony, if you're not going to go, your seats on the bus are not transferable. So you're welcome to give your tickets to anybody you want to, but if you're not going to go, you have to let us know so that the people on the wait list can get an opportunity to get a seat. And last time we went to the coffee series, everybody did what they were supposed to, and everyone on the wait list got to go. So it worked out perfectly. So thank you all for, I hope that you came to the Halloween party last night and you had a great time. I had fun decorating it. So that's about it for me.
I heard there's a witch in here. Katie Amador called security. Is there a witch? Who are you, young lady?
I'm Lisa Drew.
Come here.
All right, I'm back, and I hope everybody's enjoying today's episode. That is our ultimate goal, to really get residents really knowing everything that's going on around the village on a weekly basis. So again, thank you for tuning in. I just had a few items I wanted to touch on. Again, a big thank you to CLS and all the residents that participated in last night's Halloween costume event. It was a lot of fun, really good costumes out there. So anyway, I'm not going to belabor that, but had a great time. We had our rate increase meeting earlier this week by Sarah Ninya, and we had a 4.6% increase for 2025. I think that's very reasonable. Sarah did a really good job explaining to the residents that were in attendance on what really makes up that additional 4.6%. The vast majority, if not all of it, really ties back to labor and wages. So if you're interested in getting some of the detail on that, it is in the library in the binder, and it'll be there for your review. Next on my list is we actually today have a visit from the UNF president, Moez Lamayam, I'm sorry. And he's been the president at UNF for going on his second year, and he is making a big impact in the city as well as on the university. And we've invited him in, and Dr. Periani, who we've worked with very closely at UNF as well, has been our conduit to make that happen. And we are looking really forward to sharing some time with him on how we can partner, how we can become an affiliate in certain ways, whether it's senior education, employment for graduates, scholarships. There are just sports. There are just so many opportunities that we can connect with UNF on, and that is really going to be the impetus of the discussion. So looking forward to that today at noon. I'll bring everybody up to speed on that next week. Next on the list was on Wednesday night, we actually had our tenure event. We do it every year for all employees that have been with Cypress Village going on 5 years or more. We invite them to a big spectacular event and really treat them to a nice night. And last night, I think we had about 150 residents, employees, join us at the Downtown Marriott, and we had a murder mystery event, and it was hysterical. Anyway, not going to get into too much of that, but we really would like to reward our employees that have been here for a long amount of time. And we got a pretty decent group of people that have been here for a long time, and we really just want to show them our appreciation every year. So we had that, and it was a success. And I did have some resident recognition I wanted to mention this week. I failed on the prior two coffee chats. This week, I want the shout out to go to Miss Carol Luckenbach and Miss Lee Wyrick. Both are really looking at really invigorating the croquet club and the croquet activities out there on the green. They met with Katie and I earlier this week, brought a bunch of ideas, a bunch of thoughts, and we're really looking forward to partnering with them and getting croquet really robust again here at the village, as well as putters and bocce as well, but we're going to start with croquet and Carol and Lee. So a big thank you to those two ladies for taking that on and moving that forward. So we appreciate them, and more to come on that. And I've also failed on the last couple weeks to mention the trivia winners. So this week was Team 32 Squared won again. They are really good. I've mentioned them multiple times, but last week we had the Whiz Kids take it. I think that's the first time I mentioned the Whiz Kids. So congratulations, Whiz Kids. Hoping to see you around the village on Coffee Chat more. All right, and on to birthday wishes here, this Coffee Chat, and it is a November 1st, and we're going to crank it up with our November 1st birthday villagers. And we're going to start with Miss Beverly Hirsch and Miss Gay Howell. Happy birthday to you two ladies today. On the 2nd, we've got two as well. We've got Miss Elizabeth Seymour and Miss Joan Burchell. Happy birthday, Liz and Joan. On the 4th, none on the 3rd, but on the 4th, we've got a couple too. We've got Mr. Fred Weinbarg and Miss Elizabeth Liz Rourke. Happy birthday to Fred and Liz on the 4th. And on the 5th, we've got two as well. We've got Miss Wanda Smith and Sylvia LePetri. Happy birthday to you two ladies. And on there are none on the 6th or the 7th, so I'm going to skip to the 8th, and we've got three. We've got Mr. Fisher, sorry about that, Mr. Anthony Gennaro, and Mr. Joseph Moon. Happy birthday to you three. And that is going to cap it off for this week at Coffee Chat. Everybody have a great November 1st, great weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless y'all. Take care.